Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Average Joe Rants. And I usually do this thing, but started to realize that kind of the whole intro kind of took 7 seconds. So, anyway, welcome to Average Joe Rants. And yeah, I pretty much called what's happening in New York literally a day before it happened. People are now leaving New York. They're moving out. My last video, the Halloween one that I made the day after Halloween, because I keep the schedules like that. Um, I basically said that if Zohran Mamdani was to become mayor, well, I didn't say people are gonna leave. I said that if he's elected mayor and he starts doing all this shit, between paying increased taxes versus just leaving, they were just gonna leave. And yeah, that's basically what's happening. Is there's several shop owners who are leaving New York. There are several people who pay rent leaving New York now. There's already been like a couple Islamic rallies in New York, basically saying the same shit they'd say in Dearborn, Michigan, about how they're gonna get the enemies of Islam, which is basically anybody who's not part of their fucking cult. So basically, America itself. So it's great to see that. It's great to see one of the biggest places, one of the biggest cities in the United States being basically turned, a place where 9/11 happened, basically being turned into an Islamic city. Now, it's great to see that. It's featured in several movies, tourist destination for like 100 years, turned into a bunch of bullshit. No, that's great. I love to see that. I love to see Democrats do this to this great country of ours. I don't think I've been that sarcastic in a while. See what happens when shit like this goes on? That you get me being the most sarcastic motherfucker I've ever been. I'm not even like pissed off about it. That's the weird thing. It's more just like resignation. Like our democracy is just fucked at this point. And I knew it was gonna happen. I told people back before the election, before the presidential election, when Trump is elected president, two things are gonna happen. One, he's gonna piss off Democrats so fucking hard it's not gonna be funny. And two, the Democrats are gonna respond in such a way as to destroy this country. And I was completely right. I was 100% fucking right. It's already happening. Okay, these people, they don't want fucking democracy. They want control. They want the government to be involved in every aspect of your life. There are even people from like powerful people from New York who are Islamic who have basically said straight up, "Yeah, I vote for Democrats because they're stupid, because they have no integrity." By the way, I'm not the type to fucking put in these videos. If you guys want to do so, do so. I'd rather you do that to prove that I'm correct than actually put in the work than not. Because what I found is really powerful as a tool to exposing the truth to people is you tell them first and then you show them evidence, right? But it's more powerful if they look up this evidence themselves. because then it's something they're doing. You're not forcing it on them. You know, you're not being like, hey, look, I'm right. Look, look, look. No, they look it up themselves. They watch the shit, and then they realize you're right. And that's going to stay in their brain so much longer than just, you know. But anyway. But yeah, I was completely 100% right. But what was going to happen when Zohran Mamdani became mayor of New York City? I was 100% right. Everybody's fucking leaving now. Nobody wants to deal with this shit. That is basic human nature. It just shows how stupid New Yorkers are, by the way. Like, they really believed that he was gonna freeze the rent and make sure nobody had to pay fucking anything. Or he's gonna tax the rich. He is the fucking rich. What the fuck? He'd have to tax himself. And the fact that he's, like, threatening to arrest federal agents. Yeah, that's grounds for treason last time I fucking checked. I doubt anything's gonna fucking happen now. God. It is just ridiculous. The way they just the way the Democrats have responded to this, to ICE, to just Trump. It's Trump derangement syndrome. It's an actual thing. I used to think it was a fucking joke, but no. I see it all the time with these fucking extremist Democrats. It's like Trump, 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 Trump. Trump is evil. Trump's the cause of all problems. God, Trump's fucking literally Hitler. Trump, 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 Trump. It's fucking pathetic. I've said this in several videos. He's an 80-year-old man who most likely isn't even going to get a third term. He'll say it, of course, to get people hyped up, but it's not possible. It's really not possible. I'm not surprised, by the way, that New Jersey, Virginia, New York, they all decided to keep their Democrat leaders. I'm not surprised, but the New Jersey one has me concerned. I'm not usually the one to say shit that might not be true, but I feel like some shit happened in New Jersey. Because the thing is, last time I checked, and it was like a day before the midterm election, they were neck and neck. It was like 50-50 between Cipriani and Cheryl. I don't know what happened to have it be 50.1 to 43.1. I'm starting to think, honestly, that we need voter ID or something, because I feel like the reason why she won might not be because a bunch of here's the thing. Here's what my evidence, right? If it's really as close as 50 to 43, right? Because it was 50-50 a day before, right? And it was 50 to 43. That doesn't make fucking sense. This means 7% of people in Virginia did not vote. Not Virginia, sorry. In New Jersey did not fucking vote. Because, of course, the independent guy, he never gets any of the fucking vote, right? Maybe we should start doing that shit. We really do. I am of the firm belief, by the way, we definitely need independent leaders. Like, we need people who aren't going to toe the party line. Like, honestly. Weirdly enough, I think there's only been one independent president. Weirdly enough. But anyway, I just, yeah, I feel like there needs to be a recount in New Jersey because there's no fucking way he went down, the Republican went down 7% when a day before they were neck and neck. There's no fucking way that happens. It's just, it's weird. It's really, really weird. Oh, and the whole like the fact that Prop 50 somehow got passed despite like it's. I don't want to say it. All right, I've not wanted to say this for a while now, but I feel like we are heading to a civil war. I really, really do. The way that the Democrats are essentially, because they have no reason to redistrict California. They already have the majority there. They just did it because Texas was redistricting their shit, and it was about time for Texas to redistrict their shit. They're supposed to do it every 10 fucking years. It hadn't been done, from what I understand, for 12. California, meanwhile, it's been like, I think, what was it, 6 to 7? So they still had another 3 years before they could redistrict, but they decided to redistrict early for some fucking reason. Just simply to get a handover on Trump? That should be fucking illegal, in my opinion. The reason we redistrict every 10 years is because people move out, people get born, new people get the ability to vote. So 7 years is not enough time for that to fucking happen. To just to put it into perspective, you get the right to vote at 18, right? You get the right to vote at 18. If you're 18 and you're 10 years pass, you're 28. Somebody who's 8 is now going to be 18 in 10 years. If you're 15, 10, after 3 years, you can get the right to vote. 10 years pass, 7 more years pass, you're going to be 25. Right? And then somebody else might get the right to vote after that. That's the thing. That's why you redistrict after 10 years, is because at least one voter is created at age 18. And there are several people who turn 18. Therefore creating a slew of new voters. New young voters, it should be said. It's also one of the reasons why upping the age to vote is such a hard fucking thing. Because if you say you do the right to vote at 25 or something like that, there's not really a lot that changes. I just don't know what's going to happen now. I'm truly terrified that civil war is going to happen. We have places like Dearborn. We have places like fucking like New York now, where we have a bunch of people basically saying they want the death of America, and it's like, where people are just supposed to deal with that. People are just supposed to go, oh, okay, that's okay. I'm American and I don't, I'm not Islamic, but if you want to kill me, that's fine. We're just supposed to deal with that. People are just supposed to deal with that. No, people are not supposed to deal with that. And that's why I do think a civil war is maybe not imminent, but definitely stewing. Because eventually people are going to get sick of basically being threatened to death. They're going to look back at people like Charlie Kirk getting murdered and ICE agents getting fucking shot at. and the whole riots by the ICE facilities, the burning of the American flag. Eventually, people are just going to get fucking sick of it. At that point, people are gonna die. That's just human nature. It's fucked up human nature, but it's just human nature. And when people die, that's when we're gonna be in a civil war. And that terrifies me more than anything else, honestly. Give me a second. Ugh. God. And that's why it's like Democrats need to be more careful with who they prop up. Again, in New York, people are already leaving by the millions to go to other states. We already have people who say in Congress who say they don't serve the country, they serve another. We have people like Zohran Mamdani who is allowing these Islamic rallies, basically telling people that they're going to force their way into their homes and make them Islamic. This needs to stop. This absolutely needs to stop. This is not the American way to do this. It's not. I mean, I'm all for equality and acceptance, but I'm not fucking with forced religion and death. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here, mainly because I'm kind of a little depressed now, but also because I gotta do a couple things today besides just making videos. Not that I don't enjoy making them, it's a way to get shit off my chest, and hey, it gives you guys something to watch. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye bye.